Welcome back to episode 16,412 of the RECRAP. This is the post-game edition after the Cubs sweep of the Padres, and they're on to play the Brewers. Oh, wait, that's right. They didn't score. The Cubs' fourth consecutive loss to the Padres when they had a chance to eliminate them from the playoffs.
Oh.
Is that a good trend? It seems like a bad trend.
Yeah. Oh.
Once again, we have Praz on location.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
That is pretty cool with the Cubs behind your shoulder.
Not so cool with the L flag flying above my shoulder, but makes for an accurate visual representation.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get started, I have to find the sponsor. There's the sponsor.
Okay.
This is going great.
This is going great.
There we go. All right, take it away, Milo.
Yeah.
Toledo, there goes one over the fence. A true link fence. All the team that's been winning since 1952. Illinois' largest fence company. For beauty, privacy, security, call TrueLink 463-7010.
What do you think it would have cost Milo to get a jacket that fit?
He sounds, all I know is that he sounds so angry.
That son of a bitch, Harry Carey.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be.
You don't see him out here reading these ads, yeah.
He's doing Budweiser ads. I'm here stuck with TrueLink.
Yeah. Standing in front of a fucking fence. So the Cubs went with the opener today, Andrew Kittredge.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to avoid Shota. Well, apparently two things. They didn't want him to have to face
the top of the order,
Tatis and Machado an extra time.
Yes.
And then there was he has a 7.20 ERA in the first inning. So we'll just skip the first inning. But doesn't that make his second inning his first inning?
Yeah, that's a silly thing, right? The first thing makes sense. The second thing is a silly thing. So
Kittredge ended up giving up a run, and it probably should have been more. So they're like, okay, we did that though. We skipped Manny, and
Kittredge got out of it.
We skipped Tatis, so that was fine.
Yeah.
So then why does he pitch to Machado?
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, hitting the nail right on the head there, Andy. Yep.
Yeah, even he talked about at the post game the option there was to walk Machado and then have Shota face Merrill, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't and he said he was pitching well. And Shota was pitching well, like everything was cool. Like he was having a Shota start.
I thought the best analysis of it was Manny himself.
Yeah.
When he talked to Jesse and it's like, well, you're surprised I didn't pitch around. He's like, well, I haven't hit anything. I haven't been hitting.
Yeah.
This is true.
I
saw them hitless yesterday.
Plus, I pretended to break my leg the inning before by sliding into their dugout.
Yeah, thank you for that contribution, Ian Happ. Your lone contribution to the series so far.
Yeah, and it worked out so well that Machado hit a home run. Even Ian Happ can't even enjoy other players properly.
He couldn't even get that right.
Yeah,
it's like, come on. Oh, I'm sure he's due though. Tomorrow.
I thought it was very kind of Nico to hit that ball that hit
Morhone.
It was Morhone in the leg and went right to first baseman. I think that was nice of Nico to do that because then it meant that the ground out to short that Happ followed up with wasn't a double play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was Happ was like, Nico's like, I got you. I'll pick you up, buddy. You don't have to.
I'm helping reduce the win probability added that is going to be subtracted from you there, Ian. Good job.
When it first happened, I thought, all it really did was it changed a ground out to second into a ground out to first. But on the replay, I mean, Cronenworth, who sucks defensively, wasn't going to get to that. It was going to be a single.
It would have been a base hit. Yeah.
That was going to be.
But you're right. It would have been Happ would have just turned it into a double play. It didn't matter.
Because he grounded out to shorts. It was like a perfect two hopper to shortstop. That would have been an easy double play.
That is Nico being a good teammate. Think of
that. Look at that.
That's that Stanford education.
There was just as much IQ shown on that at bat as he did the one game against the White Sox when he turned that double play with the pop up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a heady ball player. A heady ball player.
Yeah. So the Padres, they pulled. Old Mike Schilt is not afraid to yank his starter. He took Cease
at
out
all.
probably an inning earlier than he would have thought he would. It all worked out. But he did it because I felt like he did two unnecessary things there. They intentionally walked Carson Kelly, who's
Okay.
already got his hit for the series.
Yeah, he's done. He's done for the month.
And then they did it to bring a lefty in to pitch to face Pete.
Yeah.
You don't need to bring a lefty in to face Pete. Just bring in somebody who's just not going to throw a strike. That's all you have to do. It's amazing to me the way the Cubs have handled Pete since he started to struggle. And at no point did you ever see them tell him, all right, here's what teams are not throwing you strikes anymore. Stop swinging at the first pitch.
Well, they might be. They may tell him like it doesn't mean.
Yeah, and he just doesn't do it.
Yeah,
that's great because I mean I'm sure there's a way to look through the data. I cannot remember the last time he hit a first pitch.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's like just take it. At the worst, it's going to be 0-1, and you're usually there anyway. At best, you're going to be ahead. I mean, I really thought that a sensible way to approach him in this series for the Cubs would be in the first game, you're going to take until you get a strike every at bat. What you're going to show them is that I'm not going to chase. You're going to have to throw me strikes.
Yeah.
But instead, it just I mean, he's only taken like 3 pitches the whole bat. He did take a strike 3 against Mason Miller, so that's progress.
Yeah. Mason Miller's just really fucking good, man.
Oh, Mason Miller is unreal, but possibly is he unavailable tomorrow?
No, stop. No. There's not a chance. The one hope that I was talking to Andy about this before we started, the one hope that I have about Morejon and Miller, Suarez didn't pitch on Tuesday, so he'll be fine. But the one little bit of hope, sliver of hope, is that what I'm trying to find? Glimmer of hope that I have is that they're at least a little bit fatigued from throwing all those pitches. Now, on the other side of it, Mason Miller still only throwing like 28 pitches today or something like that.
Who only threw 28 pitches?
Mason Miller.
Yeah.
In his 2 innings. So it's not
he pitched
like
he pitched 1 2/3, I think.
Yeah.
My guess with Morejon would be that because he pitched 2 1/3 innings today.
Yeah.
Is that he'll come in like with 2 outs to face a lefty.
Yes.
With their hope that he gets the lefty out.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have to do the 3-batter thing. But if they need him, they'll still use him.
Yeah. Oh no, it's an elimination game. There's not a chance that nobody's
I kind of feel similarly with like how they could potentially use Miller in like the same spot if like Nico or say Suzuki is up with like 2 outs and like the time went on. That's the spot there where they would bring him in. Although, again, it's as big of a pressure spot for the Padres tomorrow as it would be for the Cubs. So they probably don't even care about like using it 3 days in a row.
I will say that it's different because the stuff is ridiculous. But I'll tell you who these last 2 days of watching the Cubs flail away at Mason Miller reminds me of. It reminds me of Game 5 and Game 7 in 2003 with Josh Beckett. Just feeling that, oh, fuck, we cannot hit this guy. And I remember when Beckett pitched a complete game in Game 5. I think he did. And then he wasn't available for Game 6. And then some discipient saw him after Game 6 out in the bar, just shit hammered. And he's like, "Oh, thank God, Beckett's going to be a wreck tomorrow."
You know what? Should I take a look right now and see if Mason Miller is here?
Yeah, there you go.
If he's not,
do a scouting report.
If he is, tell him to go. If he is, tell him to go home. Because
no. I'm gonna start buying as many beers as I can.
No. Listen to the explanation.
Listen to the rest of the story.
Home. Because Beckett was fucking hammered off his ass, came in Game 7, and just shoved it right up the Cubs' ass. Because he's a baseball player, and they're used to being horribly hungover.
That's your point. Yeah.
It's their default position. They're too strong if they're not hungover. That's their Mason Miller, not hungover, either is terrible or throws 127 miles an hour. I'm not sure. But let's find out.
Give him a gummy, if anything. See if that works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, that was my thought for Shota.
Yeah.
Which was they should have had him start the game. But what they should have done was they should have roofied him. And when he woke up, sent him out for the first inning, but told him it was the second inning. And that he'd already pitched the first inning. No, you got through it just fine. Sure, this is the second inning. Go get him. He's like, all right.
Well, all right.
There you go. Don't let him hear any of like the intro video music.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, he's roofy.
just play Chelsea Dagger right from the start for him to come in and not let him recognize
just don't
anything
play
else.
He doesn't get. Yeah, you don't play his intro music. Just send him out there.
Okay.
Because then he'll think he'd think they already played it.
Well,
I can do all my streaks again. It's now been 23 innings in the postseason in October since the Cubs scored a run.
In October.
Should have known that the only reason they scored any runs was because it was September.
It was still September.
That was the whole reason. Right back to the same old shit again.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There was famously an Illinois governor, James Thompson, who stopped the clock to help the White Sox secure a new stadium deal. We need J.B. Pritzker to help us out here and wind the clock back to September.
Yeah, there you go.
Make it so the Cubs can win tomorrow.
That's how time works.
He might have other things on his. Can he turn it back 4.5 years then instead?
Yeah, that's a good point. I
think if JD could change time, he wouldn't be doing it to accommodate the Cubs.
Yeah,
this is a good point.
Oh man.
Well, do you want to see who the players of the? It's Co this time. Co-players of the game.
Two players of the game.
Yeah.
All right, wait, can I try to guess?
The TrueLink gives me more money than Bob Rohrman.
Okay.
So I can afford to give two guys their $25 gift certificates to the TrueLink fence that I have to pay for.
Mine would be Ian Happ again, and it would be it would have to be Pete Crow. He was just awful.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Great minds. So far, this series, they've combined 0 for 13.
I mean, you took
the
grounded into a double play for Ian Happy, and
at least Pete Crow hadn't grounded into a double play in a spot that could have put the game out of reach. Yeah,
he did. However, one thing he's really good at, and he's had a lot of practice at it, is throwing his bat in his helmet. He does a lot of that.
Oh God,
yeah,
he's great at that.
It's like
he can do it now to where the helmet just sticks like a good approach shot onto the green. Just boom. It doesn't have to kick up and hit an umpire in the leg accidentally and him get suspended for like 4 games.
Yeah, that'll be next.
I will say this. I don't know if clearly his defense means that he's obviously playing, but is there any way that you play somebody else instead? Is there a way to?
I mean,
stick Moises Ballesteros in center field?
I wouldn't have wanted to have seen it happen because I don't think it would have worked. But if this had been the regular season, when Schilt went to Morejon,
I'm saying the same thing.
He would have sent Turner up to pinch hit for Pete.
Probably. Yeah.
And then I guess the play was then you send Alcantara out to play center until the spot comes around again.
Yeah.
And then you can pinch hit for him. You can pinch Moises for him.
Yeah.
And that would save Willie if he wanted to do the thing like he ended up with him playing third at the end of the game. But then Willie could have gone out and played center.
Yeah.
And I would guess if this happens tomorrow, you kind of have to do it.
I think you have to. I mean,
you've given him 2 games, and he has shown there's no sign that he's going to get a hit. No.
Right. Now, in his first at bat tomorrow against Darvish, he sends one into the scoreboard,
which he might because you was 47 years old.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Hopefully,
I wonder what the leash on you is. Do you think there's a chance that you could get pulled during the first at bat? He's got to. Does the starter have to pitch to 3 batters? Do we know this?
Yeah,
I mean, this is the key to beating you, Darvish. Is we need someone out in the Getty yard with a camera tracking the signals from the. Well, I don't know if it would work so well now with the pitch
just
comp.
bang on the trash can. He was one of the first.
Bang on the trash can. There you go.
Just for the Cubs should just have pre-recorded trash bang. So then they can't if they run into the dugout. There's no Cub doing it. They're just playing it on the PA.
Yeah, Michael King and Randy Vasquez are still on the roster, so they can pretty easily you have a really short leash on you and still have somebody in there who can throw multiple innings. I don't know if Michael King is he might
he must be healthy enough. I mean, it's funny. I'm kind of surprised he's on there if they weren't going to start him.
Right. They might use you as a I don't know what the difference is in stuff between you and Michael King is, but maybe they're using you as an opener tomorrow.
I mean, he's probably going to go a couple of innings, I think.
Yeah.
There's your chance, Cubs.
Yeah.
You
You
got to
just
beat
got
up
to
on
get
your
them.
on your old friend.
Right.
Oh, if only Owen Casey were around to win the trade. Where's Reginald Preciado? Can we call him up?
Man, that guy. I was trying to think
Zach
of his name
Davies
the other
still
day.
around anywhere? Yeah.
God, I hope. Can he pitch for the Padres? Is that? Can
So
we
it's
do
pretty
that?
funny. Today I ended up missing an inning of the game because it was beautiful outside. Hopefully you got to watch some of the game outside. I don't know if Murphy's has a TV outside or not, press, but it was just a perfect day. It was a perfect day to go to the game. I had somebody offer me a couple of tickets for $50 a piece. I should have
What?
called
Oh
you.
man, I wish you would have like texted me at that time. 'Cause
Yeah.
I totally would have done that.
But anyway, so we go to this beer garden not far from me. It's on Addison and Levitt, like this bar at Malsville there called Roscoe Village Pub. A great bar. We go there all the time. They have 2 TVs.
Oh, I know the place.
outside. Yeah, they have a wonderful patio. Took the dog, but a buddy of mine with his dog. And so we grab a seat. We get there early, probably 20 minutes before the game starts. So we get there good and early. And there's this weird sign that says reserved. It's not one of their normal reserved signs. I've seen those up on their tables. But this is just like it just sort of it's almost decorated and it says somebody and somebody's kids, right? Reserved for somebody. I'm like, well, it's kind of weird. So we kind of sit diagonally from the TV to be both in the shade. We're the only ones out there, a couple more people straggle in. But so we're watching the TV diagonally from us. And then all of a sudden, it's the second inning, maybe the third inning, second inning, and we see 2 ladies walk in with like 6 kids who are between like I don't know 3 and 8 years old, and all of a sudden, like me and my buddy both realized at the same time that the table right in front of the TV is reserved for them. And then all of a sudden, like 2 more women with like 6 more kids walk in, all of that same age range. And we both look at what? Like, we got to get out of here. Like, there's no way we can watch the game. Like, the sound was kind of on, but they were drowning it out because all the kids are yelling and running around. And then the adults are standing up in front of the TV. And it's like, what is happening right now? It's the play. Like, if it was June, like, all right, whatever. But it's like playoffs. So we had to skedaddle, like run as quickly as possible. I go to my car with the dog. And then so we ended up at Cody's. And it was like, what are we doing? Like, why, what just happened?
Yeah.
It was kind of like an inning in the transition to get to the other bar. It was fucking weird. It's like all of a sudden there's kids everywhere between us and the TV.
Well, there is that one school right there. I guess they must have just gotten let out. But like, what the hell are kids doing in a bar?
But I'm like,
what are kids doing in a bar?
Like, holy crap. It was like, and the bar is open early for the playoffs. Like they usually open at 4. They were open at 1:30 literally for the Cubs game. I was like, what? How is this happening? It was hilarious. 104.5 mile an hour pitch Mason Miller had today.
Yeah.
He did.
Jesus Christ.
How do you hit that?
Man. That's crazy.
So Morahone threw 33 pitches, Miller threw 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what happens. Like I said, they're obviously going to be available tomorrow. It's clear that Schilt is going to have a plan, or that Preller is going to have a plan for Schilt. And then it's just, whatever. They're carrying 3 catchers. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's Maldonado, Fermin,
and Luis Campusano,
but they're missing what's his name? Elias Diaz, who they made a big deal about yesterday because Pavetta had used him exclusively as his personal catcher.
He missed it. Too bad Pavetta looked like he really missed him. Well, I mean, he did give up the whole.
Who knows? Maybe he hates him.
Yeah.
I can't believe this son of a bitch catches me every game. Hey, somebody else.
He's like, why is this guy following me around?
It's Felix Fermin's kid.
Yeah. Leave me alone. Oh, man.
How about Gavin Sheets getting pinch hit? How would it feel if you get pinch hit for and it's Jose Iglesias that they stand up to pinch hit for you?
Could have just waited an inning and have him be your defensive replacement.
They didn't even stay in the game.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That's how bad Gavin Sheets
they burned him. A huge spot. They went with Jose Iglesias, the worst hitter in, he's other than some of the Cubs, the worst hitter in.
You know what, too, since, we were on the subject earlier of like Ian Happ related Cubs playoff failures, that kind of reminds me of like the 2018 wild card game, because I believe he was the guy who came in to pinch hit for John Lester in the 6th. And I thought, like, if they're not going to sub him out for Terrence Gore at that time, then you're clearly keeping him in the game. Well, they didn't keep him in the game at that point, and that kind of was the kickstart of all the vitriol that I've felt for Ian Happ from that point. Like, are you really that useless?
Now he's a 3-time Gold Glover.
Ha!
Sure. In left field, right?
Oh, I'll be glad after next year to not have to talk about Ian Happ ever again.
Oh, I'm suspecting the contract extension announcement at Cub Convention.
Stop it. He'll be 33. Stop it. They didn't not trade all these outfielders just to re-sign Ian Happ. That's my one hope. That's the one thing that I can cling to.
They don't put every last episode of his podcast on the Marquee Sports Network to not resign it.
Oh, stop.
When Greenberg was on last time, he said that Mooney said to him once, the Cubs have been trying to trade Ian Happ since the day they drafted him. Why did they give him a no trade? They just finally gave up on it.
Well, when nobody wants him.
That's oh well. At least he's batting third, so he can't hurt. Oh wait.
Yeah. Like I had this thought. It's like at some point, like if you're gonna have him at the top of the order, just have him lead off. Like at least that way nobody's on base. Like there's no you can limit the gap.
Honestly, given the way this has gone, even in the win, they managed what 5 hits, 6 hits
today.
4 today.
Well, yesterday is what he saw.
Oh,
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you go with you should just redo the lineup tomorrow. And if you want to lead off Happ, I'm fine with it. But move Bush down so that he's in a Bush and Seiya should be in. Seiya should probably be hitting third.
Yeah.
And Bush should be hitting fourth or fifth. I mean, the Bush to lead off thing didn't really work, right? Like I think the whole thing was like to shake the lineup up and then you get back to normal. You moved him up and he struggled for a lot of it. But then even when he got super hot, it's like, well, okay, well now we've got him parked up there with Matt Shaw and Dansby coming around to hit in front of him. So he's not coming up with guys in scoring position.
On base,
I thought the whole idea was you move him up to 1, you give the lineup a jolt, you give him a jolt, he starts to hit, and now you put him back to hitting 4th or 5th.
Like how Joe Madden used to do with Anthony Rizzo.
And they just left him up there. And it's like, I don't get it. I mean, honestly, I just have Nico lead off tomorrow and put Bush and Seiya in more important spots in the middle of the line.
And if you have Nico lead off, then you don't worry about lefty. You could hit Armstrong 9th. And then kind of I mean, Matt Shaw has looked a little lost also. He hasn't, he's looked like a rookie.
Yeah. But speaking of Michael Bush, I'll say this, like the moment that the game felt lost for me was the line drive that he hit that I thought for sure, like Dansby got doubled off on.
Oh, yeah.
And they were lucky to have that call be inconclusive, but I thought Dansby was out for sure.
I haven't looked at the baseball savant, but my take on it is this. They didn't hit the ball hard enough, often enough for me to be mad about that one not going through. Because not all of them are going to go through. And if you're counting on one line drive going through as the hard hit ball, then you didn't hit enough, enough hard hit balls.
Well, but in fairness, like the fact that it was only 1 out should have been a huge break for the Cubs because then you got Nico Horner up with a runner in scoring position where he's been great all year.
Yeah.
And you would have thought, I'm pretty sure he hit it fairly hard to right field, but, it was a much more routine out than the ball that Bush hit.
Yeah. I think both teams, and Andy, you mentioned this, and it was a really good point. I've been thinking a lot about it, where there's teams out there that rely on the other team making mistakes, right? Like you talked about the Brewers. Like that. And I feel like the Padres are almost like that too.
They are.
And the Cubs, and I don't know if there's numbers to back it up or not, but the Cubs seem to be taking advantage of mistakes by other teams, and they've done it all year. And the Padres just didn't make any mistakes today. Yesterday, there were a couple of, threw the ball around a little bit, but today the Padres didn't really make any mistakes. And there was nothing for the Cubs to take care of. They only had 3 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Is that right? Like, it's just, there just wasn't, they never could get anything going, and that was just all there is to it, right? Even Seiya got that double, and it was a 2-out double, and they didn't do anything. Right? It was a 2-out double. It was in the first. Or was it? No, it was in the third.
I don't know.
I got the point being.
We had the 8th then so it was 2 outs. Bush pants get hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Miller would have broken his leg if he had his leg,
Oh,
but he had his
God.
pants. And then Nico hit that ball that Tatis made a great play on in the
Yeah.
corner. It
Yeah.
should be a double that scores
Sure.
Bush.
Sure.
And now then Ian Happ gets to come up as the tying run, and everybody could chant his name, and then he could strike out. So that would have been fun. Would they have pinch hit for the great Ian Happ right there? Of course not. God forbid.
Like,
Probably not.
I don't get it. Like,
I
they
did tweet
pinch
at
hit
the
for
time.
Matt Shaw, right?
Yeah.
Ballesteros came up for Shaw.
Ballesteros
Right?
for Shaw.
I did tweet at the time that, you know, we mentioned Pete Crow and how bad his struggles have been so far this series. You know, they brought Morahone in to face PCA. This has kind of like been a big frustration point with Council for me, that like they brought in Willie Castro to be a guy to come off the bench and face a left-handed pitcher as a right-handed batter, and they haven't really utilized him enough. That felt like the perfect time to do it, in my opinion. Maybe you regret later in the game burning PCA at that point, but with how bad PCA had been at the plate through the first 5 plate appearances of the series, I kind of wish they would have done it.
I think Willie didn't hit as a Cub at all. So I wouldn't do that. I would have, if they were going to do it. That's the whole reason you have Turner on the team.
Yeah, but
is to take it at bat like that.
I'd like to see what his splits are as far as like how much he's faced righties versus lefties. So I feel like Craig.
He's been really good.
Castro is that.
Yeah, so Turner.
He's talking about Turner. He's talking about Castro.
I'm talking about Castro. Yeah. But go ahead and say what you were going to say about Turner.
No. I mean, we've gone over it a lot. Like, the point being, like, I'm sort of surprised. Like, Bush, he let Bush face Morejon again today. PCA, he let PCA face Morejon. I mean, PCA is one thing. Like, at least there's a floor to PCA, and he made some good. I don't know if he made good plays today, but he's been fine. Like, he's been great in the outfield. And so there's at least a floor there with him. You're going to get exceptional defense, and you sort of, I don't know, you hope in the playoffs is a weird thing, but you kind of hope he figures it out. It's just hard to, like, Bush flailing. Well, man, Bush was okay. Didn't Bush do something that's Morejon today? Maybe not. Maybe I'm dreaming. But even Bush against lefties, he looks a little bit lost right now against lefties. And you're right. That's the only reason why Turner is there. So maybe use him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see what happens tomorrow.
If you're waiting for a Bush at bat later, it's like this is the playoffs. That may be your only chance, and it basically was, and you just let it go because it was too early. Well,
right.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck to lose Pete's defense, but that's why you have Willie to play out there. You have Alcantara to play out there. You have options.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love Pete, I didn't expect him to get a hit. I thought at best maybe, and you can't expect him to walk. There really is no good outcome there.
And you're right about Alcantara. I keep forgetting Alcantara made the roster. Like, why is he on the roster if you're going to continue to let Pete flail away against lefties?
And then
especially against really good lefties.
When Tucker gets on in the 9th, they don't pinch run for him.
Yeah, it would have made sense to.
And it's like, okay, well, if you're so worried about his calf that he can't play in the field, and you're like, well, we need to leave him in case we tie it, and then we got to tie it first. If his spot comes up later, it's like, it turns out maybe Craig's like, well, fuck it, we know where he's not going to have to run anywhere, so who cares? And he didn't. Well, but what if he had to like try to go first to third, and he either can't do it because he won't push it, or he hurts himself trying to do it when he probably wasn't going to get another at bat anyway? I don't understand. It's just weird to me.
Point, let's say they do somehow tie up the game, and Tucker's spot comes up later, and now you don't have Tucker. But the Padres have already used their best relievers. So at that point, you're already into you're against a starter, against whatever. So roll the dice, do what you got to do. But you're right. You got to get the run now. You got
if you ran Alcantara for him there, then when the DH spot comes back around, that's when you didn't use Turner before, so then he bats there.
Right. Or whatever, or let Alcantara take an at bat, right? Maybe use Turner before, whatever. Like you leave yourself the possibility of doing it, but you're right. You got to score the run. You got to go for it right then and there. Not that it mattered, right? Because no way Ian Happ was up.
Can I take this opportunity to defend? I'll take you guys criticized me for at the end of last week's yesterday's show.
Oh, we know what this is. It's still going to be wrong.
Listen, I still think that Billy Hamilton would have more use on this roster
Oh, jeez.
than Kevin Alcantara would if Craig is not going to go to Kevin Alcantara.
Well, he wouldn't have gone to Billy, I don't think.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone to Billy either. Like, that's the point. Like, the point isn't
not to pinch run for Kyle Tucker. You don't think so?
Why do you have Alcantara?
What's the difference? You don't need a stolen base there.
Yeah.
If he would, I don't know why he would put Billy in.
But you possibly have a guy who could score from second on a single where Tucker might not be able to
make it
You're still down 3-1.
You got to score 3 runs.
Yeah, you got. You're going almost station to station.
Hey, it starts with 1.
You can you can argue for Billy Hamilton all you want, but it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
One, they didn't take.
What was he brought in here for then?
I don't know, just in case.
Nothing. They sent him to Iowa he was there for a week, and they sent him home. They just wanted to see. Apparently, what they decided was no, it doesn't. Yeah. That's not going to work. He was there for 6 games. He wasn't there for a month, and they didn't give him a single at bat, and they didn't have him play a single inning in that field. He pinch ran. He pinch ran a few times, got thrown out 2 of the 5 times he tried to steal, and they said, "All right, that's not going to work."
Like, if Tucker's calf really is bad, or if it gets worse or something, maybe I could see him making the team for the next series. Knock on wood, or the series after or something where you might really need to. You need some wins. You're a little bit tighter now. It still matters, but yeah, no. Like, if you're not going to pinch run Alcantara, you're not pinch running Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, you have an actual player you could have used.
Especially in down 3 runs. I don't know. You could have wait till tomorrow when they lose.
Billy's spot on the team, if they felt like he would have helped, is 1-run game. You got to get a guy in a scoring position. He steals second.
Yes.
But there's so many things that still have to happen.
Yeah.
Behind that it's what I would say is they could have used him. That's fine, but it doesn't mean, oh my God, I can't believe they didn't put Billy Hamilton on.
Right.
I'm not there with Billy Hamilton. I'm just saying, like, what is Kevin Alcantara doing on this roster that Billy Hamilton is?
Well, he hasn't used anybody off the bench. He used Ballesteros today. Willie Castro went in to play third base, but he hasn't used anybody off the bench in 2 games.
I think what Kevin is there for is the thing that should have happened today, which is if he feels like he has to pinch hit for Pete.
Yes.
That's who's going to play.
Or at least go on the field once you pinch hit for Pete.
Yeah.
Right.
You need a backup center fielder. You need somebody who can play center field.
Yeah.
And maybe that's
I think the reason they want somebody who's not Willie is exactly what happened today, which is they also want the option to pinch hit for Shaw and not have Justin Turner playing third base in the 9th inning of a playoff game.
Yes. That too. Yes.
So that would be fun.
Yeah. It's not a bad, I don't know. I feel all right about tomorrow. We'll see. You're going to see Darvish for probably 1 time through the order. Hopefully that 1 time goes in the first inning. You score a bunch of runs and then. Yeah, get at it. Get after it. Kira, you hear that?
I'm wondering what's making more noise right now on this podcast. The train's going by right now where I'm sitting at Murphy's, or the dogs. Yeah,
it's the dogs. They're very excited.
I don't hear the train, and I don't know. I like
no, the train. That noise is fine.
Yeah, I don't mind when dogs bark. I'm sure the listeners love it, but I don't mind.
They do. It's dog chat with Elsie.
Yeah. I think Kira may have heard. Kira's all of a sudden at attention, staring at me. So.
All right. Well, we will. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
I feel good. I feel all right. I think Tyon's been pitching well. I feel good, man. I don't. Nothing's fucked, dude.
Yeah, we talked about Darvish's leash. Jameson's pretty short too.
Right. Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
I guess the one very encouraging thing is, we made the joke on the playoff.
I need closure to this anecdote.
He's gone.
Yeah.
So that's the hazard when he does. No, he's
I'm
back.
here.
He's back. And he's gone again. Every time his phone rings, it cuts off the.
Was that your phone ringing?
I was getting a call at the time.
Oh. Up here. Up. It must have been so riveting. No.
Now he's muted. Oh, he's on the phone. We can watch him talk.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what he was going to say. He's either going to talk about Aaron Savali or Colin Ray. Let's see.
Okay, I'm sorry. The same person kept calling me over and over again when I turned them down. No, it's not going to be Aaron Savali or Colin Ray. I was just going to say, we talked about it on the preview, like, could they just play the Cardinals in the playoffs? Well, thankfully, the Padres have only hit, pretty similarly to what the Cardinals have done in the games that the Cubs played in. Like, it's not like the Padres are exactly lighting it up.
Well, I didn't care about I wanted to play the Cardinals because I wanted to play against the Cardinals pitchers.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, can the Padres make a last minute signing and sign Miles Michaelis tomorrow?
That'd be great.
I am excited to see to check out the Athletic in the morning and see Sahadev write yet another article about the Cubs' elite offense. Though, we got a lot of those from a team that has shown no ability to score consistently since the end of June. And his last one was about how Ian Happ had pulled all the hitters together. And
goody.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope he stops. Tell him to stop pulling them together. Then.
Yeah. Whatever you do what I do.
Do the exact opposite of what Ian Happ tells you to do, guys. Please.
That would be funny. They score 12 runs tomorrow. It's like, what was the key? It's like, we just ignored all the shit that Ian had been telling us. All of a sudden, the ball looked like a grapefruit. We couldn't miss.
Maybe this is exactly what led to Ryan Presley getting DFA'd. Because remember that was a storyline earlier this year. Yeah, exactly.
Ian's scouting report.
Right.
All right.
The good old days. All right. Well, we don't even know what time the game is yet tomorrow.
Who knows when we're going to be on?
Right.
I may not even be on at all. So that'll save the listeners some heartache.
So it's Yom Kippur?
Yom Kippur starts tonight, and I'm supposed to start fasting probably by now. I have no idea. And then you fast until you atone for your sins during the day tomorrow. You're supposed to spend, I don't know, hours, like all day in synagogue, and then you can eat, and then you have a meal, and God forgives you, and I think you have to go out and find and kill Jesus, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
hey,
maybe Dylan Cease is Jewish, and that's why Schilt took him out so early.
He's like, I gotta.
There we go.
It's like, Mike, I got a lot of stuff to take care of here before sundown. All right, get up. You're good. Thanks for the effort. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow then. Well, at least we'll see one of you, and we may have Dave tomorrow if the game's later. So who knows what will happen? All right.
All right, see you guys later.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Many of us have herpes.
Postgame show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
It's fitting. It's got to be done with one of the best games of all time. Just unbelievable. I mean, got to congratulate the Dolan family.
Thank you. Sean, my podcast co-host Andy, you were his favorite player growing up.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awesome.